Content creators, you're going to love this one. How to get ideas and what you can do to increase your knowledge and make your videos, your posts, your audios, whatever you're doing, much better.
Well, hello there, my fellow Steamians, those of you that are using Steemit and other content creators that are out here looking for ways to get ideas. How do you get those ideas that can help you to create content, whether it's in writing or video, much like I'm doing right now, or audio, or whatever it is you're going to do, taking pictures? Where do you come up with those ideas? Well, there's a lot you can do with that. And I wanted to share something with you that has helped me a lot. And also to thank a person who helped me a lot today. Matter of fact, I'm going to share my screen here with you right now, just so I can jump over here and do this. And I want you to see right here, you see where it says how to have an endless stream of ideas. This is really good information. And this is from Leslie Star O'Hara. She goes by Star. She's my friend. And hey, Star, hope you're doing really well. And I want to thank you for that because she wrote this. It's on Steam. You can go over to steemit.com. That's STEEMIT.com, steemit.com. And notice she puts here how to have the endless stream of ideas. As a fiction writer, I need a pretty constant stream of brilliant ideas. And she has a lot of them. But what's really nice about this article, she went and she listed what to do. Keep a notebook of ideas, go for a walk, draw a mind map, really good stuff. That Tony Buzan thing of mind mapping, really good. Journaling. And then right here is what she did, I think was really good. It helped me a lot, where she said, read a book. Well, reading a book, I think, is an excellent idea. Let me circle that one here and put a nice star by it. How's that? I like this, but they are really best. Books are best for spontaneous ideas. And it got me thinking. Now, you want to go back and read the rest of her article because it's really good information. Because when you start doing that, and you start reading a lot of books, then you get ideas. And I want to go even more in depth. Star, I'm going to take what you've done and I want to build on top of that with some extra ideas that people will be able to use, some that has helped me. One of the things I like to do is I love reading books that are on Kindle. The ebooks, I know there's a lot of debate. People say, hey, do I like paper? I want to have the physical kinesthetic feel. Others like digital books. I tend to like the digital books myself as I'm getting into them more, particularly with the highlighting. Now, let me share something with you that can help you if you're a content creator and how that works. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to share the screen now, but not with my computer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share what I have on my iPad. Here, this is my little iPad that I've got, and I'm going to take this and let me bring up a book that I just finished and show you how I use that. So here it is. This is a book that I just recently finished. It is by Jim Rogers, a wonderful guy. I've had a chance to meet him and talk with him. He's just a brilliant economist and investor and really philosopher. I don't know if he'd call himself a philosopher, but he sure has some great ideas in philosophy. And as I went through this book, I had a lot of good ideas. Here, let me, matter of fact, turn it over this way so you can see it even better like that. And one of the things I really like about the Kindle format is that what I can do here, let me bounce over here and go into this right here. And you can see that there's kind of an overview of the book that I put together like this, and you'll see there's the highlights, the yellow highlights in there in different places. And let me just pick one of them here at random. Then I'll go in here. I'm going to tap on this right here. And then he told me the single most important predictor of a happy life in adulthood was having a paying job as a teenager. Well, I like that. And so I highlighted that. And I thought that is really good. So as I go through the book, I can highlight very easily. For those of you that haven't done it, here's how you do it really easily. And here you just say, let's say, for instance, if I wanted to highlight, let me just find something. By the time I left for Oxford later that year, I knew exactly what I wanted to do the rest of my life. Probably wouldn't normally highlight that. I didn't, but just for the sake of illustration here, what I do is I tap here, and then I'm going to highlight the rest of it. You notice I just kind of held it in there for a little bit and then went from there. This gives me to use the default that I've been using of highlighting. Here's what you do if you want to change that. I highlight first, see how it puts that circle there and it highlights it, puts it in blue. And then when I release it without going beyond one word, it shows me that one word that is highlighted. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that lower dot here and I can stretch it over, say to here. wherever it might be. When I release it, it says, okay, what do you want to do with this, Terry? And notice the options that it gives me down here. Like if I look at this right here, let me annotate this one and highlight it for you as well. You'll see what I can do is I can highlight from any of these colors. I can make it pink, I can make it blue, make a little arrow out of this thing here for you. I usually use the yellow right here, use that, etc. But there's some other things you can do as well. For instance, right here is the copy. I often will copy portions of it and then take that over into Pages, which is on my iPad that I'm using right here. Got my iPad and I got my little keyboard here from Zag that use it. The iPad itself is right here. So this is it, my little iPad mini, which I love. Really good stuff. But I can highlight this. You see, we can take this and make a copy of it, then put it over there. I could also make some notes right here. See, we can make some notes on it. Or one that I use quite often is I send it to myself as an email. So I send it out myself now. I've got a list of several different quotes that are really nice. However, there's some other things you can do with this. Let me clear that out of here, clear my drawing. And what I can do, look on this one right here, I'm just going to tap on the screen here with the yellow. And when I do, notice how it turns it into yellow. So that's a good way to highlight. Once you got that though, this is just the beginning. And most people don't go much farther than that. Let me show you what you can do with this. Because what I'm going to do now is, let's say, okay, I've gone through here, I've done all this, got all these highlights in here, different places in the book, wherever they are. I come back here to one that I've got, yeah, right here. So I've highlighted this. What I want to do now is I'm going to tap the screen, and you'll notice some icons appear at the top. Up here, let me get my little screen out of the way a little bit. See, we got some icons here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on this one right here. I want to focus on that right now. When I do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that. And notice what it does. It brings up my notebook of all of these highlights throughout the entire book. Think about what that is. That's the best of this book, according to what you would select. What I've selected here, I've got that now, the nuggets of it. And I can take that and do a lot with it. Let me show you what I'm doing. Up here in the upper right corner, see this right here? There's a little symbol right there with that little square with an arrow. That, of course, is how you send an email if you want. So that's what I'm going to do. Excuse me. I can make it into flashcards or email. I'm going to tap email, and then you see I can cite which one do I want. Do I want this to be APA, Chicago style, MLA? These are all particular styles of submitting it and putting out there. I tend to use none or maybe Chicago style, just that I'm used to that as a journalist, doing a lot with it. And I would just click on export, and then what it does, it gives me the ability from there. Here, I'll go ahead and do it here. Tap on export, and you see it brings up where I can tap in I'm going to send it to myself here if I want to do that, TERR, and it remembers me and it says, oh, you must be Terry Brock. I go, yes, that's me, the one that used it a lot. So I would just simply tap on that, and now it's there, and you'll see what's happened over here. It's got a little HTML. See that? Right here, the HTML that is going to be generated. Well, let me show you what happens when you actually do that. I'm going to clear this out and stop sharing here. I'm stopping sharing from my iPad, and I'm going to go back and share my screen so I can show you what's going on. I'm bouncing back and forth here between my screen and what's available. Here we are looking at what I was talking about was the post that started this from Star O'Hara. And thanks again, Star, for doing that. But now over here, I'm going to click on this, come in here to Street Smart, and this is what I exported just a moment ago. And there it is. Look at this. This is a compilation of all of the highlights that I did. Now, they allow you to do, depending on what the publisher says, up to X%. Usually it might be about 10%. But for me, that's usually plenty. I can get 10% of that book in my brain that's the best of the best. And I take all of these comments here, all of this, when I see this, I go, oh, this is great. And I will import it into Pages, or you can use Word, whatever you're using for processing documents. This way, you've got it right there. And when you need those ideas to come to you, think about it. What you've now done is you have created a document that is the best of a book, which is usually those ideas that spur on your thinking to think, hey, I want to write about that. I want to write about this. That's how you can do it. And this is great. Using the Kindle, using those steps that I did here for you, you can do that as well. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I wanted to do this on video is so that you can go back and watch this and go, what did Terry do there? What did Terry do there? Etc. and see how it is. So let me know what you think. You're watching this on Steema. Hey, love to hear from you on this. Upvote it and drop me a reply. Would love to hear from you on that. And if you want to re-steam this, that's okay too if it'll help others. But I want to get the word out to content creators, to thought leaders, people that are producing content in writing, video, wherever it is. This is a great way to get ideas using Kindle. Let me know what you think, and I will look forward to hearing from you.